Hello friends, I'm Chris Welsh of FantasyPros, and if there's two things I love, it's fantasy baseball and collectibles. Could you tell that I love collectibles by everything around me, all the baseballs, the jerseys, even right here? I love cards. You might not know it, you might not see all of them. Corbin Carroll, Wander Franco. I love collecting, I love memorabilia, love autographs, love all of that stuff, and I've got a lot of it, just like my fantasy teams. And that's why I'm here to introduce you today to a new revolutionary fantasy baseball game that also marries an awesome marketplace, and it's transforming fans into owners. Sorare. You may have heard or seen about Sorare, and I'm going to get you started by walking you through what Sorare is all about today. What we are looking at is the MLB free-to-play fantasy baseball game with officially licensed digital cards featuring players from across all MLB 30 teams. With Sorare, you own and build fantasy baseball MLB teams just like a professional GM. Sorare managers, you collect, you buy, you sell, you trade, and you compete with these cards against people all around the world to win amazing, awesome prizes. I've seen some of the amazing prizes they've had in other contests, and you guys are not ready for it. I promise you that. You guys are not ready for the awesome rewards that you can win on this. So, unlike other fantasy baseball platforms, Sorare managers truly own their fantasy experience because you're scouting, you're buying, you're selling, and you're competing with these cards each week. Win or lose, those are your cards. You own those cards. It's based off of like blockchain technology. It's incredible. Plus, the more you win, the more you advance. You're collecting increasingly more powerful cards and accessing next level competitions and rewards. You've got starting pitching, relief pitcher, corner infield, which can be first, third, or DH, middle infield, which is second, short, or a catcher, an outfielder. You've then got an extra hitter, which can be any hitter, of course, but then you got a flex, because you might have thought like, oh, extra might be a flex position. It's not, but the flex is like, kind of like baseball super flex, because you can put a starting pitcher in that spot, but you can't actually put in like Shohei Ohtani, because most, like every other fantasy platform, you got to choose. So on a given week, if you were to put Ohtani in, he's either a hitter or pitcher, and those are the stats you acquire. So he's like the only caveat to using that flex position that you would end up putting up. Talking about the player's position, it's always indicated on the card. I don't know if you can quite see it actually behind me. These are some of these Sorare cards, and it'll list at the bottom. Here's what's great as well. Some players have multi-position eligibility. Like John Birdie is going to be accessible at a few spots. Josh Rojas should be as well. So you can watch out for that, and you can get extra flexibility out of some of these players. And sometimes it'll be an indicative on the price that you see as well. Sorare MLB uses an action-based scoring system where events that happen on the baseball field immediately translate into positive or negative points. And I've got the scoring system right here. So this is going to be completely easy for anybody that has played points-based leagues or best ball DFS because it's almost the same. Runs, they're 3. RBI, 3. Doubles are 5. Now this is a little bit more meaty here. Homers are 10. So the doubles, triples, and homers go up by more, but there's also negatives that are in here. Strikeouts for hitters, -1. Here's an example for you. If you're caught stealing, that's -1. Well, in spring training, Whit Merrifield with the Blue Jays is trying to make a big bounce back. He's had 5 stolen base attempts, but he's been caught 3 times. Those would be negative points, and that might be an indicator for what's coming in season to something not good, because those are going to be negative points for you. Hit by pitch, also 2 points. On the pitching side, very similar again. 3 points for innings pitched. You get 2 points for strikeouts. Hits allowed are negative points. There's actually a few more negative points on here. Walks, if you hit a guy. Wins are worth a decent amount. There's holds, which give a little bit more, value to some of the relief pitchers that might be questionable. You know who jumps out to me is Andres Munoz. Andres Munoz is a guy that, I think he's a top 5 closer if he is the closer, but we're not 100% sure. Well, check this out. In this format, you get 2 points for strikeouts, you get 3 points for the inning pitch, and you still get 5 points for a hold. So that's someone that you could really speculate on and buy maybe cheaper, because saves are worth 10. That's where we're going with this. Saves are worth a decent amount. It's actually the #1 pitching stat, which has boosted them up. But you can take risks with a guy like Andres Munoz or Johan Duran because of holds. So you guys are going to easily be able to transform over with the scoring system and how you put this together. Just like a points-based weekly league, the week happens twice over a 3 or 4 day period. Usually it looks like Monday through Thursday, and then you can reset Friday through Sunday. And the games start about, I think everything locks about 10 minutes before the first game starts up. So you have, twice in a week to really monitor your lineups here. Scoring at the end of the game's week, managers who rank at near the top of leaderboards are going to win a variety of rewards, which can include scarcity cards, which we're going to talk about here in a minute, game tickets, merchandise, signed jerseys, and VIP experiences. That is one that I have seen in a few of Sorare's other sports that you can do, and the VIP experiences are wild, my friends. You're going to be surprised, and one thing I like about it, the higher you finish, the better the rewards are, and the prize pools for each competition vary week by week, so it's not like the same thing you're getting into every single week. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. You're going to want to get in on this. So here is the card collector side for you. There are two places that you can buy cards on Sorare. It's the MLB Marketplace, the new card auctions, and manager sales. So new card auctions, those allow you to buy newly minted cards. Coming back to blockchain technology, this is coming directly from Sorare. So as each auction is going to have an expiration date and time, if you're the highest bidder when the auction ends, you win the card. So if you go and collect cards and you buy on eBay, there you go. That's how it's going to work. There's also manager sales on Sorare. It's a direct peer-to-peer secondary market where you can purchase cards from Sorare managers. You, me. I can put some of the cards that I either acquire, I could buy a card, put it back up, I could earn a card, put it back up, and I can do the same thing for buying and rocking with these really incredible rosters, and that makes a lot of sense to you. This is one of my favorites here, and this is what it really gets my brain going with all of Sorare, and really the card collecting side of it is they have 5 different card types. The uniqueness of it is what I love. And think of it like numbered cards, because that's exactly what it is. Like, I'll show you a physical numbered card I have just in hand here is Mike Trout. This is a Mike Trout from the new Top Series Bat Relic, and it's to 199. It's actually 160, you probably can't see it, 163 of 199. And it's got a different border. It's black, the color changes, and that will signify the rarity of it. Well, Sorare does the same thing. You've got your basic common cards, which when you sign up, you're going to draft and get your normal common cards. But there are 4 other types of cards that you can get in here, and those are the scarcity cards. There's limited, rare, super rare, and unique. Behind me, I think you can see the unique Mike Trout, and then there's the super rare, rare, limited. Let me tell you about what they are. So there is to 5,000, which is limited. There's to 1,000, which is a rare card. There's to 100, which is super rare, and then there's the all-elusive, one-of-one unique card. These are created for each licensed player every single season, and then you can buy, sell, win, or trade these scarcity cards at any time. And obviously, they're going to help you more and more. There's also a points-based system of extra rewards, and this is very similar to if you're thinking about and you play MLB The Show and the Diamond Dynasty and how Diamond Dynasty works, where the rarity of the cards, they do more for you. That's kind of the same thing here. It's really a easy marriage. If all 3 of those things are in your wheelhouse, you're going to love Sorare. And if they're all kind of new to you, it's really an easy process to kind of manage and work through. The limited and rare, super rare, and unique cards, they can all be purchased on the Sorare marketplace as well. One is rewards for high placement in competitions. And that, my friends, is going to be enough to get you started with Sorare today. But what you got to do is you've got to sign up today at fantasypros.com/collect, and you can start drafting your first team. So when you go to fantasypros.com/collect, it's going to take you to Sorare. You sign up right there, and then you can start drafting your first team. I did the same thing. I went in, started drafting my team. Probably no surprise to any of you, I started my first one with Corbin Carroll. You go down and you're allotted a certain amount to start off by collecting your common cards. And I went and got Corbin Carroll. I searched his name, and he was the first one. I had to have that as a common card. And then I built around. And if you followed me as far as what I do with fantasy and everything, you know I got Jeffrey Springs. I made sure, because he was a really good price on here, I made sure to get Jeffrey Springs. Looked at Gabriel Moreno with the Arizona Diamondbacks as well. And I went through and constructed my roster. Had to play around a little bit with what I was given on the first early front, but those were my first in common cards, and I did it right away, and they opt you to do it. So as soon as you sign up, the first thing they want you to do is manage, and now I can take those cards in to some of their first early lineups. They actually have a game called Prospect, which you can do. It's kind of for us common card folk, and hopefully we can keep moving up. So go to fantasypros.com/collect and go and sign up today. We get in season, we're going to be doing a lot more. We're going to be talking about, I'm going to be presenting to you guys some of the great deals you're going to be able to find on Sorare. We're going to be marrying that with what's going on in real life. And guess what? Maybe we can trade. Maybe you guys can set up in the Fantasy Pros community an awesome way to talk. You guys can trade through cars, competition, you guys can play against each other, and I will be giving you guys more information on some good deals that you guys are going to be able to find on Sorare, because that's what I did when I went through. I thought Corbin Carroll was a pretty good deal when I searched in. I also found a couple good corner and middle infield deals, and I went a little bit more expensive with pitching. That's how I wanted to start off my first run on Sorare. But what say you? Who are the good deals, and who are you going to start up with? You let us know. You can always tweet at us, Fantasy Pros, MLB, Fantasy Pros, or you can tweet me, Is It The Welsh? And you can comment on these videos below. Tell us who you're getting, who you're drafting, and hopefully I can get you guys a little bit of a step ahead in the coming months here on Sorare. So fantasypros.com/Sorare. Do it today, and I will talk to you guys again next time right here on Fantasy Pros.